Just because a home is brand new, that doesn't mean there's nothing to inspect. Today we're at a third-party home inspection, and I want to show you what the inspector checks before my buyer closes on their new construction home. Why does a third-party home inspection matter? This is one of my buyers' misconceptions. New doesn't always mean perfect. A third-party home inspection is coming from the buyer's perspective and from the buyer's side. It's an inspection to call out any repairs that need fixed before closing. A builder walkthrough is not the same thing as a third-party home inspection. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make is assume that a builder walkthrough is the same thing as the third-party home inspection, and it's not. A builder walkthrough is when you typically meet with the superintendent, and the superintendent will walk through your home like a new home orientation and go through the operation of your home. Whereas a third-party inspection is a full inspection of your home to make sure that everything is working and if there are any repairs that need to be done before closing. Now, you may be wondering, Kaori, when do you schedule a third-party home inspection? I schedule the third-party home inspection usually a day or two before the builder's walkthrough. A builder's walkthrough is also called a new home orientation or a celebration walk, depending on the builder and the community, and that is also scheduled a few days before your day of closing. I schedule the third-party home inspection prior to the builder's walkthrough so that when the report is generated, usually within 24 hours after the inspection, I could send that full report to the builder so they could get ahead of all these repairs. And it's so important for me to bring a printed copy of the third-party report so that we could go through and identify and call out these repairs during that builder walkthrough. I just want to make sure that all these repairs are called out on the punch list on the builder's walkthrough so that they are all addressed before the final walkthrough, which happens usually on the day of closing. When we conduct the builder's walkthrough, typically with the superintendent of the community, they will walk you through each area of your home and show you how your home operates. These things include how the HVAC system works, how to operate the thermostat, how the appliances function, where the shutoff valves are located, general maintenance and warranty information. This is a very important appointment, and I highly recommend all my buyers to attend this builder walkthrough. But remember, a builder walkthrough is not an inspection. The third-party home inspector works for you and not the builder. Now, what is the inspector actually looking for? While the builder's representative is focused on the home orientation, the inspector is focused on the performance, safety, and the functionality of your home. We want to make sure we address any issues before closing so that you have a fully functional home. They're evaluating to make sure that all the systems are properly working and identifying any issues before closing. For example, they may inspect electrical outlets and panels, plumbing fixtures and drainage, HVAC performance and airflow, doors and windows, roofing and exterior components, appliances and built-in systems, safety items throughout the home. Their goal is to address any items that need attention before you receive the keys to your brand new home. Let me show you each of the areas within the home that we inspect during the third-party home inspection, starting with the door and the lock. It's important to make sure that each door is functional, the locks are working properly, and that it is sealed properly. Now, have I seen doors that don't align completely or maybe the locks don't function? Absolutely. And this is the time to call out these repairs. Moving on to windows. We have a lot of beautiful natural light coming in through these large windows. It's just very important to check and make sure that the window is sealed properly. If there's any paint job that needs retouching, for example, if you look above here with me, and this is all very minor cosmetic paint touch-up, but you can see that there's a little bit of a bubble up there. We need a lot more smoothing of the paint up on the top perimeter of the windows. These are things that we will blue tape together during the walkthrough with the builder. Let's talk about blue tape inspection. So a blue tape inspection happens during the builder walkthrough. It's an opportunity for my buyers and I to walk through the home with the superintendent and mark any items that we want repaired with a blue tape. So for example, these little paint touch-ups that we need up here, we would then peel a little piece of blue tape and put it up there so that the painters could come back and retouch these items that is blue taped. Now, as we come over here, we're also going to check every outlet. Every outlet, we want to make sure that they're functionable. And it's really cool because the third-party inspector has this little gadget where they'll plug in and make sure that there is electricity and the light turns on when there is electricity. We also want to make sure all the GFIs around the sink are also working as well. Now, coming over here to check on countertops as well as cabinets. For countertops, we're looking for any scratches or any repairs that need to be made. So it's really important to look thoroughly and make sure the countertop looks great. And as far as the cabinets go, we would open each cabinet, make sure they look good and it is working properly. And if it's a soft close like this one, that it is indeed soft close. We'll look at every cabinets here. One of the things that is missed all the time, which is a pet peeve for me, are these cabinet bumpers. Can you see this? It's a little silicone here that prevents cabinets from making any marks or dents into the wall. So it's basically called a cabinet bumper. And for me, it's really important because I have kids, they're older now, a little older now than before. But if you have little kids, you could only imagine when they're opening these cabinets with full strength, and this could actually damage your drywall. So we want to make sure that these cabinet bumpers are there. Now, moving on to sinks and anything plumbing related, we want to make sure it's working. We want to obviously make sure that the water is indeed cold for the cold setting and then hot for the hot setting. And because it's a brand new home, it might take a while for the hot water to actually kick in. So you definitely want to give it a couple minutes. Now, all these new construction homes have a tankless water heater. So once that's fired up, hot water does come out quickly and on demand. Very hot. Very good. Now, we always want to check under the sink and look inside the cabinets as well. So over here, I'm looking for any leak or any discoloration, making sure all the pipes are secured and everything looks good underneath the sink. And as you can see, it looks fantastic. This is a really nice kitchenette. So we have a built-in refrigerator, a beverage refrigerator. So we just want to make sure it works. Again, it's brand new, but we want to make sure that it is operational. I see that my clients chose to upgrade and add an electrical outlet here for the scone. So that looks beautiful. And that we also want to make sure that that works as well. As I mentioned, all the electrical here, outlets and GFCIs, we're going to test that and make sure that works as well. Most of these items are not scary at all. These are things that we want documented professionally by a third-party home inspector so that we can address these items before closing and not after you move in. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor helping you find your new home. Whether it's new construction or resale, anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help you. Remember, I have referral partners within my Sotheby's International Realty Network in every city, every market, so please feel free to reach out to me for any of your real estate needs. Let's connect. Scan the QR code on the screen, or you can find my contact details in the description below. I love it when you engage with me, so keep commenting and let's keep going. So everybody, this is David from Wynn Inspection.
Hi, my name is David Geller. I'm a home inspector and the owner at Wynn Home Inspection Summerlin. I've been a home inspector for a little over 10 years and been working with you for quite a while.
Absolutely.
So excited to be here with you today.
Amazing. So I have 3 questions for David. First question, David, what are the first things you check in a new construction home for an inspection?
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really judge based on the age of the home. When I show up, I usually go with the roof first and then go around the outside and then come through and do the inside. With a new home inspection, you are a little bit more judgmental with certain things. I mean, stuff that you wouldn't likely mention on a typical home, you would mention on a new home.
Yeah.
But I would say that the process is really the same. I try to do every inspection that come about it with the same state of mind. That way you're always in the same frame, you always kind of follow the same path. So you're kind of always at home and you always know exactly where you are and exactly what you're doing.
So David, what are some of the common issues you find in a new construction home?
I feel like usually the most common stuff you find in new construction is more carelessness or rush. It's usually things like missing caulking, issues where doors aren't installed really well, where there's debris left in the tracks like a sliding door that's really difficult to operate, or windows where the caulking hasn't been properly installed around the windows, or exterior doors where you could could see daylight coming through them. Usually it's not major issues, but it's issues that you wouldn't want to run into. And then as you go through them, I mean, I have definitely done homes where you find electrical issues that you would be very surprised about in a new home, missing GFCIs. I have done new homes where you find missing roof tiles. So sometimes the issues are just small and, you know, minor stuff that a lot of people wouldn't notice because most people aren't going to ever walk around and look at the caulking around their windows. But there are times I have found some major issues where you're quite surprised that that happened at a new home. So definitely, you know, worth looking into.
David, why should buyers consider a third-party home inspection even if it's a home that's brand new?
Well, I mean, at first I would say that I think a lot of the builders are good and builders do a good job. But when you get a home inspection, I come in and I'm working for you. I'm here to look out specifically for you, where the builder is here to look out for the builder and to make sure that everything goes smooth and that they save money and do things the way that they want. I'm here to make sure that they do everything the way that's the best for you. So you have somebody that comes in that's working for you in your corner that walks around and knows basically just as much as, you know, the superintendent and whatnot, sometimes more. I've actually done home inspections for construction site superintendents, and you'd be surprised that you find that they don't know as much as you might think. Some of them are very knowledgeable, but when you get somebody that's been in the business and walks around and has your best interest in mind and is looking to make sure that you're happy with your new home, there's not much that can really come bad out of it. Some builders are really happy to let us come in, including this current builder here, and some builders do make it a little tougher, but usually we have all the proper documentation and insurance to make sure we can get in and have a look at your house. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And honestly, if there's a builder that's hesitant to conduct a third-party home inspection, you start asking why.
For sure. And if ever you were in that type of scenario, the day you get the keys, we can come out and look at the property too if they really tried to make it that tough. But for sure, it's definitely, you know, it definitely gives you a little bit more sense of ease when the superintendent meets you outside, shakes your hand and says, I'm glad to have another person look at the house, versus when somebody tries to make you jump through hoops that are on fire before they'll let you step up to the front door. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So David, if you could go through the summary for this particular home, that would be great. And I will be actually, I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to record the summary for my clients that are not here today of the summary of the inspection. So stay tuned.
This house was in fantastic shape, but sometimes when we've worked together, we've done houses that have 15 or 20 things wrong. So, you know, this one turned out to be a really good one, and that's very satisfying. So
everything with the doors, windows,
all that
everything's
stuff
good.
was checked. Yep, we kind of had to do our little dance back and forth with the cleaners, but we got it all worked out.
Okay,
so,
and all the system appliances, all good.
All the appliances, yep.
Wow, this is a real short one. Let's go take a look at the missing toilet seat cover, just so I have this documented.
Yeah, it's the same in every bathroom, so if you want to go to all, we can, but basically they just haven't been installed yet. Same scenario in every bathroom.
You got it. Okay, so that's coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll go to the fireplace.
Yes, indeed. Normally with these, you just have to hit flame on, and then after about 2 or 3 minutes, the fire will light up. That's it. So
that's it. Wow. Yeah, super simple. Well, thank you so much, David. As always, you guys are the best.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Yeah, it's so important. It's one of my must-haves for my buyers buying a new construction, whether it's new or resale, to have a third-party home inspection. So critical. It's the best few $100s that you'll ever spend when purchasing a new construction home. So just wanted to mention that.
Yep, absolutely. Like we said, this one was really clean, but we've had ones that had quite a few things on them. So, yep.
Absolutely. One of the benefits of hiring a third-party inspector is the documentation. You will receive a full documentation, a full inspection report, typically within 24 hours of your inspection, that has photos, comments, recommendations of every item that was discovered during the inspection. This report is so important because it documents the condition of the home before closing. Once I've had an opportunity to review the inspection report with my buyers, I will then share the full report to the builder's team. And the builder's team include my sales contact as well as the superintendent. Unlike a resale home, when you go through the inspection report and only pick and choose a few items that's important for you to be addressed by the seller, when it comes to new construction homes, my expectation for my buyers is for the builder to repair everything that is called out in the inspection report. I want to make sure that my buyers are getting a home that has everything repaired that is called out in the inspection report. Now, I will print the inspection report so that we could check and re-inspect the home during the final walkthrough. The final walkthrough is conducted usually a day or two before or on the day of closing. Many of my buyers are relocating from out of state, so if they cannot attend the third-party inspection like this one today, I will film the summary of the inspection from the inspector. That is usually done towards the end of the inspection. The time it takes to conduct an inspection will vary on the size of the home and whether the home has a pool. But for a new construction home that is approximately anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 square foot, it usually takes about an hour and a half or 2 hours. I always tell my buyers this: by conducting an inspection, we're not questioning the builder's work. It's about having another set of trained professional eyes to check on the home before you close on one of your largest transactions of your life. The builder walkthrough will teach you how to live in this brand new construction home. The independent third-party inspection verifies that the home is functioning the way it should be. And that is why I recommend both, and I am present for those 2 major inspections that happens before closing. For more videos on new construction homes or relocating to Las Vegas, make sure you check out one of the videos surrounding me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for finding me. It'll make me really happy if you could smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. My new goal is 100,000 subscribers. If you found this video educational, please share it with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.